If you want any chance at winning your Week 2 fantasy football matchup, you need to make sure you're starting and sitting these 6 players. Start George Pickens this week. Last week, I told you guys to keep him on the bench, and this week should be his coming out party, as New York was one of the worst defenses in football last year versus deep perimeter targets, and they struggled once again in Week 1, and not to mention, this pass rush also didn't live up to the hype in their opener. Keep Daniel Jones on your bench this week. I'm sure plenty of you picked him up after a big Week 1 performance, which is perfectly fine, but this Denver defense is a different animal. In Week 1, they ranked number 1 in both EPA per play allowed and success rate allowed. Plus, this game is one of the lowest projected totals of the week, so he's best off on your bench. Go ahead and give Calvin Austin the nod in Week 2. He was a big part of this Steelers offense in Week 1, and the Seahawks defense seems to have issues to figure out as they rank bottom 5 in dropback success rate allowed and dropback EPA allowed against a Niners team that was not only banged up, but simply not firing. This might sound risky, but Davante Adams is best off on your bench in Week 2. People forget how well coached this Tennessee defense is, and it showed in Week 1 as they gave Bo Nix absolute fits. This is also projected to be one of the lowest scoring games on the slate, with LA being a big favorite. Don't expect a lot of opportunities for Davante Adams. Look in the direction of Travis Hunter this week. He was surprisingly the most targeted Jaguars wide receiver in Week 1, and now he's in a matchup that's projected to be one of the highest scoring games on the slate against the Cincinnati defense that we all know isn't very great. Before the last player, make sure you're joining Chalkboard with code FTP this week. They're literally going to give you $20 free when you sign up, no deposit required, plus this free Jaden Daniels square for Thursday Night Football. This last sit might be the hottest take you see on here all week, but this player has never ran for more than 30 yards against this divisional opponent, and not to mention his offense was so bad in Week 1 that he only saw 7 total carries. New England was very good versus the run in Week 1, and I expect him to give Devon Achane trouble once again in Week 2.